I can't believe that it's Freaky Friday. It's Freaky Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another Freaky Friday podcast interview. My name, of course, is Fryddy. You can find me at twitch.tv/FRYDDY underscore, and I am joined here by my wonderful, beautiful co-host, Pregnant Dino. Dino, my man, how are you doing today?
It's another good day, man. Always a good day recording the Freaky Friday podcast. You know me. I'm Pregnant Dino. You can find me everywhere at Pregnant Dino. Today we are joined by a good friend, teammate, and wonderful fella known as SBC underscore Sly. How we doing, Sly? How we feeling?
Doing good, doing good.
Good. Tell them a little bit about yourself, man.
Yeah, man. SBC Sly. You can find me on Twitch or at SBC underscore Sly, and mostly like social media like Twitter and stuff like that. But yeah, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So Sly, being that you are part of SBC, our last two guests have been SBC. How did you get affiliated with SBC as a whole?
So a little bit just of like backstory to me, and how I kind of slipped my way in was me and Chenzo together both served in the military at one point. We served together for around a year, and then from there we obviously went our separate ways. I went to another ship and was deploying in and out, and then I wanted to diversify my career, so I decided to go to the Middle East for a year. Very fun. For those that don't know, I am still active duty Coast Guard, and what I do is I teach people how to pew pew, how to shoot pew pews. Um, so I went to the Middle East. I came back, and now I'm stationed down in South Florida. And I saw that basically like Chenzo was still streaming. I had found out like way before that he was still streaming under like Shot by Chenzo, which is like his old stuff, which is super sick, dude. I used to follow that stuff. I used to watch him play Apex. He was really good at that. So when I got here down to South Florida, I saw that he was still streaming, but under SBC underscore Chenzo. And I was like, I wonder what that means. Like, what the hell does that mean? I thought it was still just Shot by Chenzo stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it ended up being SBC. I started out as the I think one of like the founding SBC streamers, signed under SBC, and then from there I basically told Chenzo like, hey man, I love streaming stuff like that, and I love what you do. I love your passion. I want to be a part of that, and ever since I ended up getting co-owner, which is super sick, and I'm also the director of integrity and compliance. So super sick.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's fire. I guess that's like a good question we really ask everybody when we start like these interviews off, because it's cool to know like how everybody met and how everybody came uh to be this one big group. Like everybody asks how me and Fry met, and it's a double edged sword of how we met, because we can't agree on how we actually met.
We never
Yeah.
Yeah, never will. Um, but yeah, it's cool to see everybody where they all came from, and then like since you're a founder, you've got to see one of the founders technically of SBC. You got to see the whole ship take off and grow and see what it's become now, and it's only getting bigger from here, which is super sick.
Yeah, I think very much like starting out once I kind of told him like, hey, I want like higher responsibilities and stuff like that. He ended up giving me moderator, where I was kind of just modding like Twitch and Discord chat, and then from there I was like, I want something more, bro. Like I very much believe in what you have here, and I want more of it. And that's when I signed on to be a co-owner. And not a lot of people know what happens behind the scenes, which is super interesting because people will DM and be like, hey, what's happening in SBC, and it's like, on the business side of things, I can't really say much because I have that confidentiality, and I want to make sure that what we're producing is raw. raw production, you know, and if it's telegraphed, then it's almost like why do it, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's how Chenzo and I very much like molded together of like I give him ideas, I tell him straight up, hey, we should do this, and he does it. So we kind of mesh together that way and like almost like peanut butter and jelly.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Um, all right. Well, then, outside of SVC, how long have you been creating content or streaming or doing any of that?
So before SBC, I used to stream a lot of Apex. There are old clips. So at first, I started streaming. I think back in like 2023. I didn't really have too many viewers. I started streaming a lot of Recon Breakpoint, like Tom Clancy stuff. I used to love that shit, and yeah, I used to stream that, have like one or two people, and then I moved on to Apex because of like Chenzo, what he was doing. I wanted to try that out for a little bit, so I started streaming a little bit of Apex, back 3 years ago. Um, and so around 2023 is when I kind of started. I used to post clips like here and there of like Warzone and stuff like that. I have like older clips of me jumping. So if you remember the old Warzone, it was the prison. I jumped off of that, landed on the ground, and died. And that's one of my clips. And like, oh man, like the graphics were horrible. The overlay was dog shit. Like, oh man. But yeah, I'd say around like 3 years ago, and then kind of towards the end of 2023, I stopped because I did end up going to the Middle East where I was unsure on if I wanted to plug my PC in, and this is really weird, but in the Middle East and like kind of like Europe area, their plugs are way different,
Mm-hmm.
and so I didn't want to basically plug an extension cord to my PC and then like have it blow up. So I did away with that. I stopped for a hot minute, and then once I moved down to South Florida, that's when I kind of got into contact with Chenzo, and I was like, "Hey man, like I want to be a part of this." I only recently started posting on TikTok, just to see like how it would do, um, and yeah, but I mostly just stream on Twitch
Hell
for
yeah.
the most part, and that's where I started.
Hell yeah. You
Did
said
you start off streaming like on a PC, like all the way back, or?
So at first I was on an Xbox Series S, or I'm sorry, Xbox, the fucking refrigerator one.
mm,
Yeah.
I started off streaming on that, and then I invested myself into getting a PC from there, and so I started streaming on PC.
hell
Gotcha.
yeah. How long were you in the Middle East for?
Only a year. I
Oh,
only went from like April of 23 to May of 24.
okay.
But for the majority of that tour, I was like in and out, because the war and stuff like that was happening. We weren't allowed to go like home basically,
Yeah.
so we're stuck on the other side of like the UAE, and we're told like, hey, you cannot go home just because of the stuff that was happening back there. And that's where it kind of drove my thought of like, if I did continue to create content or stream, right? Like if I was gone for 3 months from home, like I was not home for
Yeah.
3 months. And I was like, if I continue to stream and continue that, content path, like what would my viewership look like when I come back? Probably not a lot, or it could blow up, right? Like it could blow up and be like, I have a bunch of people in there. But yeah, I basically stopped once I got to the Middle East, and it was only for a year, so it wasn't too bad.
How many deployments have you been on? How long? How old are you? 25.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many deployments have you been on besides the Middle East?
So if you're on a ship, technically anytime you leave the pier, it's a deployment.
Mm.
Um, so my first ship I only did for a year, and I got deployed maybe 4 times, and then like 3 or 4 times, and then the ship that I went to afterwards, I was on there for 3 years, and typically you're 6 months out, 6 months in for each year. So yeah, it's like around a year and a half deployed in total from
Okay.
those 3 years. Yeah.
That's cool. Like half your time.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time, like you're doing the mission, and the biggest thing for me was, being so young, I wanted to travel,
Yeah,
and I was able to do that. Like I was able to go to Mexico, Panama, Costa Rica,
that's sweet.
even in the Middle East when I was deployed out there. Like we went to Dubai. I traveled to Italy, Switzerland, France, like you name it, man. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's cool that you got it out of the way early too, because now
Yeah,
like you're not
definitely.
gonna like retire and like, oh, I want to go here, here, here. You've like already been there.
Exactly, like, and I'm also in the spot where like I have my daughter now, so just imagine if I was like, hey, I want to travel here. Like, there's so much shit you got to think about,
Yeah,
and that's kind of what I had to solidify with my wife, and she was she was the one that drove that shit in the first place. I don't even. I was like, travel, like, okay, I guess,
yeah,
and then it just started off from there. She's like, I want to travel while I'm young because, later on we're gonna start thinking about kids and stuff, and traveling with kids is a nightmare. So
yeah, yeah. My uncle was in the Air Force. He did his 20 and retired. He was like, he did as many like he was in Afghanistan. He was in Jordan.
oh wow.
He went. He was a little bit. He was in South Korea. He went to like right out. I think there's a station for the Air Force or something like right outside of Dubai. So he was basically like
Okay.
in
Oh
Dubai.
yeah.
Yeah, he was basically in Dubai and like got to spend all kinds of time there. And then like while he was in the states, still he was in like Alaska, North Carolina, Texas, Hawaii for his last 5 years. So he said that shit was cool. I mean, that if you're gonna like do something like that, it's like you get you have a bunch of shit that you're able to do and like see a
Yeah.
bunch of different things. It's like the one benefit of being in the military is like you have that chance to travel.
Yeah. Like I mean, even the first duty station, it's not a lot, but I was stationed in Virginia, and like I still got to go to Virginia Beach almost every weekend when we were home. Like go to Virginia Beach, go, freaking just go nuts with the boys, and then from there, after I went to my specialty school, when I went to my next duty station, I was stationed in Maine,
Mm.
and like, bro, like that lobster over there, bro. Holy shit, bro!
It's
It's like,
incredible, dude.
dude, it is crazy. Like, bro, there would be stands next to like big roundabouts that would sell lobster rolls, and you could go up, bro, $5, get a lobster roll. That's lunch, and
Hell yeah.
like, bro, it over there too is very beautiful. Like, it's very nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of parts that you wouldn't think that probably have that beautiful aspect to it,
For real.
but what originally got you into streaming? What keeps you going? How do you stay motivated to continue the content creation part of things?
Yeah. Um, what initially got me motivated was I'm very much like a tech nerd. So even my setup now, like I have an L-shaped desk, two 32-inch monitors, like curved, on a freaking monitor stand. PC is like right below me, super cool, and like that from in like even my wall, like I have. I probably should have put this up a little bit, but like even my wall, like I just have shit on there, and for me, like getting and like starting that streaming stuff was mostly for like that one person who had a bad day who wanted to come in and just like talk. Like I'm very much, and I tell you guys even before we started this, like a lot of people do not know that I'm a yappinator. Like I'm very much quiet on the game or like while I'm streaming, but like I love talking. And for me, it was like for that person that just had a bad day and wanted to come and spend some time with me, like you know, I was always open to talk and just like make their day a little bit better, even if it was for like 5 minutes. Um, and then what was the other question? I'm sorry.
Like, what keeps you motivated?
I would say that that's what keeps me motivated, and then also knowing that me wearing this jersey, like a lot of people know who SBC are now, and whenever they see like SBC underscore slide, they're like, oh, that's SBC, that's Spacebound Cowboys, So that's kind of what keeps me motivated is like now we're getting that traction, especially with this last RLCS qual. A lot of people know who we are, and that's what keeps me motivated. Is like that new person who comes into the chat and is like, oh, I know who SBC is. Um, that to me is like awesome because I get to show them a side of SBC that they might not know was even there. Was like we have literal streamers who stream as SBC. It's not just an RLCS roster. It's not only Chenzo. It's me. It's you, Dino. We just recently picked up Danny. She's awesome. She's a sweetheart. Um, and so I think that's something different that we provide, and that's kind of what keeps me motivated. Is like we are different than other orgs.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think like we I've joined like a couple different like orgs. It was more like a creator growth organization type thing, and that's like how most of my following came about. Was like, oh, follow me, I'll follow you. We're gonna drop our links. Everybody's gonna follow each other. We're not gonna go into each other's streams, but we're gonna have that follow to make sure that we know that like, hey, we
Yeah.
popped in here that one time, we followed you. I've managed to keep a few people from that, which is nice. One of the main guys, shout out fucking Willow. Willow's
Mm.
his he was Mind of Willow. He used to stream like one of the bigger streamers that I could have called like my friend. He was like definitely on his way to partner, but then like life got in the way. He had kids and he didn't want to like spend all his time streaming. He just was like, you know what, I could do without this. I'm gonna spend time with my kids, focus more on my job. He's from the UK, I believe, and he like posts. He has a big following on TikTok. He just got like signed a bunch of deals like because he plays goalkeeper and posts a lot of his clips there. Um, but he was that was one of the main guys that was like, yeah, that guy's like super cool, and like he's every once in a while he'll check in like through TikTok and like he'll send me a message, be like, "What's up, bro? How you doing? How's the fam?" Like check in. It's just super cool. And then of course I got my fucking best friend co-host here, Fry.
Yeah.
Met through this whole thing, and um, it's just those little things that like when you grow up, I guess like especially for like our age, because we were like when gaming and like online gaming and shit like that started coming about, it was like, oh, you can't spend all day in the game. Da, 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 go outside and make some friends. Da, 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 da. But now we're at the point where like most of us have friends that are like online, you know, and people that we can talk to every day, and um, people that you wouldn't really expect to meet and have such a good connection with that you can bond with and talk over certain life situations from different parts of the globe, which is super cool. And like you said, SBC is growing, and it's only a matter of time before like people start catching on to how big of a family it is, and it really just like feels like home. It's not like it's not one of those like follow for follow content groups, or it's not a super big org where you're just another like little guy in a Discord and they don't really acknowledge you. It's like really like everybody's recognized no matter who you are and where you are within SBC. You are recognized. So that's
Right.
super cool.
I think that's something that we tried to make it as because I mean if you go to any other Discord channel or server, it's kind of like that you chat something, they're like, "Who are you? Like, why are you here?" Or something like that. And if that does happen in the SBC server, it's most likely like just trolling or like trying to mess with people.
Yeah.
But for us, it's like that new person walks in not knowing what's happening, or like who to talk to for stuff. And you know, we, being the director of integrity and compliance is actually pretty sick because for me, I have that, I don't know, like I have that people speaking skill. Like I know how to speak to certain people, and if I want to get a point across, I know how to do that, without being an asshole.
Yeah.
So like, I think that a big thing about that is like I have to show a presence of I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I'm just trying to get a point across very nicely in a way that you'll understand it, in a way that I know that I could understand it, right? Like I have to put things out that a lot of people, like even the smallest or the youngest person can understand. And SBC being like a home for people is something that we very much thrive on and also like look forward to. Um, there's people who in the Discord and stuff like that in the past who have like um, talked about personal things and like, hey, I'm not going through the best right now. And some of us have even like called those people and been like, hey man, like just talk about your day. Like not streaming, nothing. I'm not recording this. This isn't, I'm not going to say anything to anybody. Like, I just want to know about your day so that way I can make it better. And that for us is very much a big thing in SPC. And yeah, man, it's sick.
Yeah, absolutely.
All about like conveying that genuine connection that all y'all do a great job of within the Discord too, but like even in the streams, like you're talking about, even off stream and everything too, bro. It's like you were talking about like Dino. You said, when we were all growing up, it was like people are like, oh yeah, wow, you're a gamer, bro. You're gonna stay inside, play games different. Like that was weird. That was fucking. You think about it, it was 10, 15 years ago, bro. And like the way the whole stigma about it has changed and everything. And it's like some of my most genuine friendships, like Dino included, are just through the game. And then the time he came down to visit, it was like hit it off as if we knew each other like our whole entire fucking lives. And it's like I've got better connections with some of the people that I play games with on a daily basis now than guys that 10 years ago in high school I was calling my best friends. So um it's just really the way that like technology and like the social media aspect of like gaming and Twitch and stuff has just accelerated to a level that people probably just didn't even think about 10 years ago. But the way that you make these friendships, and it all comes down to having that one thing that you all bond on, which is playing the game together and just like having a good time after work or something like that, and how that can just propel relationships into just like great friendships. It's truly like one of my favorite parts about doing this and meeting people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's definitely
definitely.
like definitely something that like we can. The internet is still a dangerous place, and I'm gonna keep my boys off of it for as long as I can. But the time they're growing up in is kind of different than what like we grew up in, because internet is, you need the internet for everything, and it's it's gonna be hard. But like I know how I was when I was first on the internet, and I'm sure you guys know how you were. Everything was like, oh, here's $100, we'll give you 5,000, or he give me $100, I'll give you $5,000. And you're like, Mom, da, 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 look, this guy said this, and then you're like, they're like, no, dude, like you got to understand, like that's not how that works. And but like just training them on that, I think is gonna be huge. Obviously, we're gonna stay in the gym, get the handles, jumper right,
Yeah, yeah.
um, but it's only like if they're anything like I was growing up, they're going to want to come home after their like a long day of school, working out and stuff, and they're gonna want to play the game.
Mhm.
Maybe not. Maybe they'll want to stay in the gym, go back to the gym. But yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where it's a new type of parenting that we have to learn. But hopefully they find some great friends on there, like all of us have, and keeps them keeps them out of danger. So, but
Hell yeah.
let's see here. Oh fuck.
I got it.
I
I
got you.
got
I
it.
got you. I got you. Oh yeah,
Okay.
you're up anyway. You're up anyway. That's you. This is you, dude. This is
um
all you.
yeah. So outside of what you said, like continues to motivate you to keep going with this live, what would you say is your favorite part about streaming and creating content? And then what would you say is your least favorite part?
I'd say my most favorite part is like just playing with the guys and like hitting those clips with the guys. Like, me and Dino were on Blue Angels and like just being in that VC and streaming the game and everyone can see that is awesome, right? Like we hit those clips, we could share it on TikTok. Dino can make a fucking montage of it, whatever the case is, right? Like that's probably like my bet, like my most favorite part is people see like our competitive side, right? If we're going that competitive side, or if not, like if we're just on the game, like playing casually, like that. My favorite part is just sitting there and playing the game, right? That's all what I'm about when I'm streaming, right? I want to play the game, and I want people to talk to. I want people to see that. Um, Least favorite part is the drama, bro. Like the amount of drama that has come from even like just Twitch community and stuff like that is ridiculous. Like we had this one person who we played on a casual match, and he ended up we went into his stream and was like, hey man, like GG's, whatever. And he's like, oh, you're the fucking SBC boys or whatever, like you can all get chat banned, like banned us all. And then he ends like we dropped it, right? Like I personally messaged him because for me, I'm the guy that has SBC in his name, right? And I was like, hey man, like I don't know really what happened, but I was just genuinely trying to be nice and say GG's. Like it was nothing toxic, whatever. And he ended up saying some bull crap and some bull like just random stuff like, oh, you're never gonna get anywhere, and like your Twitch stream is dog shit. And I'm like, man, like, dude, I swear to, I fucking swear, man. But
Yeah.
that would be like, the least favorite part about streaming is sometimes you get those bad apples who just take it too far and like, bro, it's just the internet. Like, I could give a whole different persona on Twitch and when I'm streaming, and then in real life, I'm something else. Um, and so, but I try to keep my genuine stuff when I'm on Twitch. I like to mess around here and there, but like that part of me is like that's what I hate about it is like you can do as much as you want on stream, and like you'll get that one bad apple that is not having his day, and then it will mess your whole day up. um and for me, I was like, I'm a very nice person, right? Like I will talk to anyone, I'll have a conversation with anyone. um but that dude, that person just grinded my gears, and that was like the one bad day I had of streaming, and I was like, fuck, dude. Like even for me, I was like, do I want to continue to do this? Like I don't know if I want to, bro. um and I ended up doing it anyways because like fuck them, you know what I mean?
Type shit.
Yeah.
Type shit.
At the end of the day, bro, that's what it is. Just fuck him. I remember Dino knows because he was constantly having to mod my shit at the start of the last year, right? This was like end of January into like midway through March, bro. I don't know what I did to piss somebody off in a game,
What game was
but
it?
found my stream.
Was
It was a Valorant game.
Yeah.
I remember. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I was playing a Jet game and I was going dirty on him, bro. I was absolutely shitting on kids, and so dude came into my stream afterwards, was talking shit and like. Me and Dino get those guys all the time, and we'll shoot the banter back just like for the fuck of it, just having fun with them. Like it really, they think their words like hit deep and everything like that, but at the end of the day, like we're honestly laughing about it. Um,
Right.
but then went into what like a 10-week period of every time I went live, I was getting follow botted by the same guy or the same collection of dudes. They ended up having a couple that came in, at least like 500, 700 follow bots like a day. It was like constant. I'd have to turn off my alerts to try to stream through it. Then they're like bought into my Discord and shit like that too. This shit was fucking annoying. And there was a certain point where I just told everybody in the Discord, I was like, I gotta take a break because this is actually getting to my mental. Like it's really pissing me off. It took about 3 days. I said I was gonna take like potentially like a month or something like that, and I think it took like 3 days. And I really sat there and thought about it, and I was just like, look, they're getting satisfaction out of trying to ruin somebody's day, and that's really fucking pathetic, bro. I get satisfaction out of playing games with my guys, streaming this shit for the people that want to see it, for the people that aren't doing this shit. And so I was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. Like honestly, they can only get to you if you let them. So I was like, fuck this shit. I'm back, dude. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. Eventually, they realized that they weren't impacting me anymore. It wasn't pissing me off, so they fucked off. Um, but yeah, I get it because like the first couple times that it comes around and it hits you, it's just like you got a moment to realize you're like, fuck, dude. Like these guys are actually pissing me off, and then you gotta like try to keep your vibes up in your stream. And I mean, Dino could even tell. He'd text me afterwards. He was like, "Dude, are you good?" Because like I could tell instantly your vibe went down as soon as the shit started happening. I was like, "Yeah, dude, it's fucking annoying." But at the end of the day, bro, like we do this shit for us. We don't do this shit for any sort of satisfaction or appreciation from anybody else that's not going to be genuine about it. So truly, you just got to say fuck the haters, man. And at the end of the day, bro, they're still giving you a view. That's still an impression. They're still helping your shit out. Thanks for the ad revenue, Bucko. Like at the end of the day, bro,
For
that's what
real.
it is, and it's really, it's more reflection on them than it is of you and your content.
Yeah, that so like for that for me, it like they're just another statistic from there. Like if you're just gonna watch my
Yep.
shit and hate on me and type in the chat, bro, like okay, cool. Like you're not really getting to me. The only thing is like when I'm being genuine and nice about something, and then you throw that shit back in my face. That's when I'm like, all right, bro. Like why'd you have to
Yeah.
do that? Like I was being nice about it. Now, like just fuck you. Like literally,
Yeah.
like and yeah, from there once they were like in the streams and saying some bullshit like oh your dog like your dog shit whatever, I was like bro at this point like you're just a statistic for me. Like I'm not gonna say none of you. You could type in the chat as much as you want. All it's gonna do is when I end my stream elements is gonna send me an email and say exactly how many chatters I had, how many messages, how many views. Like to me it's whatever, bro. Like I'm doing this shit for me. I don't care really what you say. I'm just gonna do me, and I agree with what you said, bro. You get satisfaction from playing the game, and that to me is like is everything. So like the fact that these haters will come in or like these random people and like had the audacity to follow bot you and all this shit, and you had like that mental of like fuck them, bro. Like that's what a lot of people have to do is just say fuck them and keep going.
I,
Just gotta stay grounded, dude.
I think it's
For
like
real.
a good tip for people who are starting out in the streaming is like don't look at it as someone trying to ruin your day. Like if you say you got one viewer and it's yourself. Say you got that one viewer, someone comes in there, it's your first chatter all day and they're just being a dick. Like
Mm.
don't look at it as the best way that you can look at it is they're not a hater. They're actually helping you out because that's like with that person coming in there that pushes you up for whatever game you're playing, that pushes you up to a recommended spot on Twitch, which if you didn't know, you can search for a game recommended, put you above other people for content like that, and and that's another impression. That's ad revenue if you're affiliate. If you're like starting out, it's still a plus. You can have a hater or 17 haters. That's still impressions on your stream. That's helping you out more than it's like hurt. It should be hurting you and affecting you. And it's it's super easy to ban somebody. And it just takes a different person. Like I don't when someone comes in my chat and is like trying to be an asshole or something, I think it's hilarious because I'm like, you're wasting your time. Like I'm playing the game. Say we're playing a Rocket League game. We shit on some kids. They come in here. They're talking shit. I'm sitting here still playing the game while talking shit to you. You're wasting your time in my stream trying to type and talk shit to me while I'm still playing the game, and you're wasting your time to something that's not going to affect me. Like
For
I'm sitting here laughing at you and dogging on you, and you're trying to call me shit, this, that, third, whatever, and I'm laughing at you. I'm not paying you any mind. That shit's funny to me. I'll talk shit back to you. I don't care. Like I'm not a weak-minded individual that you're gonna get in my head and by saying that I'm dog shit or whatever. I 3 viewers, who cares? It's like, yeah, 3 viewers, whatever. I still get people that support me, drop me subs, bits. I'm making a little bit of income on this. You're playing this shit for free just to be a fucking bozo and hate on people that are streaming. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win whenever you get a hater in your chat. That's how I look at it, and that's how I think other people should look at it. Is because regardless
yeah.
of you're a hater or not, you're still helping me out. You're wasting your time, and you're wasting all kinds of effort trying to make me upset when in reality you're just looking like a clown in my chat, and the other people can see that. So,
Yeah.
big tip to all you
No,
streamers out
bro,
there.
the prime example of this shit is, so my buddy is starting to pick up Rocket League, and he used to play on console like 2 years ago, and then he got a PC, and he's doing like a road from plat to diamond, and I like low key I've been coaching him, right? Like I was like, hey, like, this is what you want to do in this situation, whatever. And he actually sent screenshots into our group chat, and some dude was like, yeah, that's never gonna happen. There was another comment that was like, yeah, right, buddy, like you make all of us look bad or some shit like that. And he sent it, and I was like, bro, just use that as motivation, dude. Like it really doesn't matter what other people think. If you're doing what you love and you love what you do, just keep going until you get better and you can prove them wrong.
Yeah, of course.
Like, shit's crazy, bro. The amount of people that will hate on the internet for no reason is crazy, dude.
It's just more of a
They feel
testament.
so tough behind a screen, bro. On Twitch, on Discord, on fucking Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, you name it, bro. Like it's just everybody feels tough behind a screen, bro, and they feel like they can say whatever they want and it won't get back to them. But it's really it's stupid shit.
It's more of a testament to who they are as a person. Like, you live that side of a life that you
Yeah.
gotta come in here and try to ruin somebody else's day. Like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah, like,
You
bro.
can't-
Another thing was like, my bad. Keep going.
no, I was gonna say you gotta get off mommy's nipple at some point. Like, you gotta like
For real.
you gotta grow up a little bit at like some point in your life. Like last night, not to keep rambling on about it. Last night I was playing a finals game. Got matched with this teammate. He was typing shit. Da da da. Yeah, he had 6 kills. I had 3. Whatever. And he was like, "Oh, you suck." Da da da. I'm like, I don't care. you're talking all this
Yeah.
shit. You're. And I wasn't even streaming. It was just in a game chat. I wasn't streaming. I was playing. Just trying to like create my craft. And he was sitting there, just kept talking. I said, "You are so down bad. You're literally talking to nobody. Like this, our teammates not even responding to you. You just keep talking shit. Da, 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 da. You live in mommy's basement. You got to grow up and get out of there. Get out of the house." He's like, "I live alone." I said, "Shocker." and then, and then he's like, "I'm 23 years old, worth $22.8 million." I said, "Oh, that's how I know I'm in your head because
Get the
because
fuck
you're
out
bringing.
of here.
No one said anything about money.
Nobody asked.
You're up at 3:30 in the middle of the night, talking shit in the finals game, talking about your net worth. You are not him. You do not got that. I know I'm in your head. I'm just talking shit and making fun of you, and then you're getting all mad about this, bringing up this, that, and third. But that shit was just funny to me. That happened literally last night, and I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. I texted Dart about it. I was like, "Yo, this guy is a fucking douchebag." And I was like, "Yeah,
Bro,
bro,
another prime example of that shit is when I started posting on TikTok. There's if you go on my TikTok, there's a ceiling shot that I hit, and like for me, I thought that shit was cool. I was like, I did it in a comp game. It was a perfect cheat. I like went to the sidewall, whatever, and homie like commented, "Why are we clipping that?" And he looked like a typical like Edgar. So I zoomed in on his profile picture, screenshotted it, and said, "This is you?" Question mark. Like, bro, come on, dude. Like, they just find any reason to hate on people. And, like, shit's crazy, bro. It's just,
Oh.
it's a screen, it's a game, right? Like, come on, dude.
yeah, that shit."
What's even funnier too, bro? Like sometimes, like TikTok specifically, they got a crowd on that fucking app, man, and they'll love to comment shit back and, "Oh yeah, you're such an ass player," blah blah blah. And I'm like, all right, I didn't know you were fucking pro out here talking on this shit. But
Yo, for real.
all that I love thinking of is like sometimes I'll respond back to them and give them shit, but the ones that I don't, and I'm just sitting there like, "Oh, you thought that hit, right?" Like I didn't even
Yeah.
pay any mind. I didn't respond. Nobody saw it, buddy. And they're probably sitting there like, "Damn, I hope he responds back. Damn, I hope he responds back." And then when you don't, they're just like, "Nice, you wasted your time, bro. It's a bunch of for nothing, truly."
real.
Just for a couple views, just for a couple clicks. It's honestly funny.
I found out where a kid went to high school because he commented on my TikTok. He talked some shit on my TikTok, and I found out where he went to high school. And I was like, "Hey, I know where you go to high school. I'm gonna call your principal and say you're talking shit online." Because my sister,
did that shit,
I
bro.
know. He said something like that really rubbed me. I think he was talking shit to my sister because my sister always comments on my TikTok and says some shit, and then he started talking shit to her. And then I was like, all right, that's where I draw the fucking line, pal. And then I like DM'd him on TikTok. I was like, hey, this is where you go to school. Probably shouldn't wear your high school or your middle school shirts and your pictures if you don't been found online. And fun fact, he only lived like an hour and a half away from me, or he went to school like an hour and a half
Oh,
away
wow.
from me. So
Holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah, I was like, yeah, I know.
That's funny.
I'm gonna call your. I said I'm gonna make a call to principal and like say their name, and say that you've been cyberbullying kids on on TikTok and send screenshots in. So better hop off before shit gets real.
I'm assuming he blocked you right after that shit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He might have deleted the fucking app.
Oh.
He
Deleted
might
it-
have.
He might have just deleted his account as a whole.
He might have just threw the phone out the window, to be honest. So
Mommy
fuck this
found
shit,
me!
man. I'm out there.
So kind of getting back on that the train of giving advice to streamers and content creators. What's something that you know now that you could give advice to an up and coming or someone who wants to be a streamer or content creator? What kind of advice could you give them?
I think the biggest piece of advice is like just try and create something raw and probably something that really no one else is doing. There's a specific streamer who I'd like to shout out if that's all right.
Yeah, for sure.
His name is the Filthy Jester. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he is fucking hilarious. Anytime like a goal is scored, whatever, he has like these cutscenes that'll play, and it's like him bouncing on a bed, clapping his feet together in the fucking air, like, bro, I have never seen anything like that, and so the whole reason I even got introduced to him was I was in another stream, I forget who it was, and they rated out to him, and I was like, oh, okay, like just a normal guy. Bro, immediately, right when I joined and I followed, he was like, thank you for the follow. Played a fucking cutscene of like some puppet shit that he was doing. Cause he's also like he does like small movie producing stuff and like creates like raw shit.
Hell yeah.
And bro, I saw that and was like attracted to it. I was like, yo, this shit's funny as fuck. It's something I have never seen before and it's original. Like, that shit's crazy. Because a lot of people, like a lot of streamers nowadays, kind of, have their own twist on shit. But like, if you want to start getting into streaming, like, I would say just try and be as original as you can, create something raw and just be different. Like, don't try and put on like an internet persona that people don't really know you as. If I know you in real life and then you go to stream and you have a different persona, like that shit's just kind of weird, bro. Like, just be yourself, bro. You don't have to be everyone else. Just be yourself.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if you guys have seen the guy on TikTok that put a flashbang as a channel point redemption.
Oh my god.
I think so.
He
Yeah.
put like a bunch of lights in front of him and behind him, like
Yeah,
surrounding
yeah.
him, and it's a channel point redemption that like I don't know how much it is or what it is or how it works, but if a viewer clicks it, all of them fucking it's like they're all like spotlights. They all shine at once and they flashbang him. Probably not good for his vision, but it is fucking hilarious to see because like they'll do it mid game, and he can't see, and that's just so fucking funny.
Dude,
So
imagine
funny,
if
dude.
later
Imagine
on he
that-
found out he had epilepsy
Oh my
from that
god,
shit. Dude. That would be a bad fucking way to figure that shit out.
dude! There was
Yeah.
another kid where I saw a long time ago, like a year or two ago, where he had like a full on like pyro set in his fucking like bedroom, and like whenever something happened, it was it like the shit would go off, and it was super fucking cool, but like something I would never do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yo,
talking
I know
about?
exactly. Yeah, bro. He got like, I don't even know. I think he like won a game or some shit like that. And bro, he also does like raves. Like he has
Yes,
lasers
that's what
going
it was.
around,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fire, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He had like fire machines going up.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell, bro, I would never do that shit. The amount of shit that we
Yeah.
have in this place, bro.
All it
God
takes is
damn.
one thing to go wrong. That shit burnt to the ground.
It's a crazy clip, though.
Yeah, fire. Get
Yeah.
it? Get it? Come on.
Ah, good one, good one.
Oh man.
All right. Well, moving on to our next one here, Sly. Have you ever explored multi-streaming, and if not, do you have plans to?
I did explore doing Kick and Twitch as well as TikTok. I think the thing with TikTok though is you need like 1,000 followers to even start streaming or something like that.
Yeah.
And I thought there was a loophole to it. I thought if you had TikTok Studio, like you could just go live, and so I like downloaded it. I did my own little setup thing on there, and then I was like, go live, and it was like you don't meet the minimum requirement of followers. I was like, well, fuck, man. Um, but I think Kick is another one that I was thinking about. Just another platform to put my shit out on.
Fair.
What's that face for?
Dude,
Is that a bad place?
Is it a
we
bad
just
place?
we talk a lot of shit
Is it a
about
bad
Kick
place?
on
It's
this
like the
podcast,
worst place.
probably once a
Really?
week.
Have you never seen
Dude,
anything about
wait.
Kick?
No.
Dude, they like murder people on there.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
no,
there's
I'm
all
not
Like
kinds
sure about
Clev
that.
literally just hit somebody with a Cybertruck like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks
Yep.
ago, like just straight up drove
Just
through
ran
him,
him over.
and yeah, they
Yep.
banned him for like 6 hours and then they let him go again.
Yeah, there's all kinds
Jack
of.
Doherty fucking got into a crazy car crash on the highway or
Yep.
something. They banned him for like
Dude,
a day, brought him back.
Yeah, there's you
that
got.
kid is
Yeah, he's the worst. He's like the worst.
Yeah,
Ever.
that kid sucks.
He's the fucking worst.
how the fuck did that kid even blow up, bro? Like
He used to
That's
do
the question,
he
bro.
used to do YouTube videos and like he wasn't as like unbearable on YouTube. But then he
now
started
he just hired his bodyguards, bro.
yeah, now he streams and I think his big thing like how he has so much money is like he'll like sign pretty like fresh 18-year-old girls to do OnlyFans and he'll get like a percentage of it. And they'll make money off that. He'll make money off that and like take a certain cut of that and they'll like he's a real piece of shit.
Piece of shit 101. Taught by Jack Doherty, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, as for that TikTok thing though, Slav,
Fuck TikTok
there
Studio.
is there is a way, there is a loophole from it. Cause I know when Dino started streaming on there, he had hit it because he had something that blew up. It was I can't remember what it was, but something
The
blew up that
fucking
got him
the
to
lethal-
over
or the Deadpool.
Yeah,
It was either that or
maybe.
the Deadpool and Wolverine one.
something like that. And so he got 2,000. He started streaming on there, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to look at this shit. There's some sort of like, it's not the creator program because that's the way you make revenue for it, but they have some sort of loophole that you can apply for it, and you essentially get, it's like limited access or it's like timed. You get like 90 days, and you have to hit very easy, very achievable metrics, and then as long as it's like if you stream on TikTok for like a week over the course of 90 days or something like that and have 12 hours in total of TikTok streams, it renews your license for TikTok Studio for another 90 days. I'll look because I ended up streaming to TikTok for a little bit through that. If you still wanted to look into that, I've got the link somewhere. I'll send that to you at some point.
Yeah, that'd be sick, bro. I would love to like multi-stream because, bro, the amount of stuff. So like another one of my or another creator that I do like is Spuda. I don't know if you know him. He's like a super chill like Rocket League dude. He streams on Twitch as well as TikTok. And the amount of like gifts and stuff and like chatters and followers that he gets just from TikTok alone is crazy. Like, and you know that's just another way to branch out for real. Like,
Yeah.
just another platform.
TikTok, I will say TikTok has like the best For You page system, like to push your shit.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to be like fucking instantly entertaining. You have to be like doing something different because like it's just a scroll. Like they'll just scroll right past you. You got to be different on TikTok, or really good. But I think
And what didn't Young Old bring up last week too? He was like one of the hardest parts, like streaming to TikTok and stuff and getting on the For You page is really helpful from the app. But the hardest part is transitioning the viewers from TikTok over to Twitch because that's where you want to keep them, obviously.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. We know they have it on their phone or something, but just the hardest part is getting them to close the TikTok app, just go to the purple app. You could literally have your name and everything right there, and they just refuse to do it sometimes.
I
So
mean, they also get
that's
hit with
probably
all
the hardest
those-
part about it, but
They also get hit with like instant ads as soon as they load up in Twitch, which
True.
sucks and understandable. You don't get hit with ads on TikTok. But it was either that Lethal Company video where we blew each other up, or I blew us up,
I think that was it.
because that one had like 100, and this one has 111,000
It's like
views.
115K or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, because like you posted that shit late as fuck after we got off at like 2 a.m.
because that shit was
And
so
then,
fucking funny.
dude, I got a text. I got a text from Dino like 8 a.m. the next morning. He was like, "Yo, check the fucking TikTok." And it was like 80K views. We were like, "Holy shit, dude! What the hell?" It happened in 6 hours while we were sleeping. It was crazy. It was a funny
That's
clip though.
nuts.
That shit was
Shout
fucking.
out the Lethal Company days, bro. I love that fucking game,
Yeah, fuck that game. We're good on that.
bro.
Um, moving on. We've kind of talked about SBC, you meeting Chenzo, all that. How would you say collaborations um, helped your growth and like helped you get to the point where you're at right now?
I'd say it helped a lot. Honestly, there was a point where I was just an SBC streamer,
Mm-hmm.
where I messaged Shenzo, and this is kind of like a harder part about being a streamer is you have to be entertaining. You have to talk, and if I'm on stream, sometimes I'm just not talking. I'm just playing the game. Like I would dead ass sit here and do this the entire time if I wanted to. I just look at my other screen, right, or like take a peek here and there and read a chat. But that collaboration part is important. And going back, there was a time where I did message Chenzo and was like, "Hey man, like I don't know if I can do this, bro. Like the affiliate part for me was a little bit harder because just of who I am, right? Like I'm a quiet person, on stream, and you know talking to other people is different, right? Because I love talking to people. I love hearing people's stories and stuff like that. But when I'm on stream, I'm typically quiet. And when I messaged Chenzo that, he was like, "Hey man, like how about just take a break from streaming for a bit, and when you come back, we'll do a co-stream." And from there, like that, when we collabed together, and he was like, "Hey, hey chat, like I'm streaming with SBC Sly, like go follow him, whatever." Um, that's what really like motivated me to keep going, was like finding those outlets of like, okay, I'm not getting as many viewers or chatters or anything like that. um, why don't I collab with Chenzo and see how this goes? And at first, it's when you start streaming, you don't really see that those viewers or those chatters. It's it's almost depressing. Like you're like, shit, man. Like, do I need to do something different? Do I need to produce something else? But if you just stick to it and you collab with other people that you vibe with, or that that you fuck with, then it goes a long way, right? Like I went from like 50 followers to 230 just from streaming with Chenzo over time, and then also producing my own shit. And having that ping in the Discord is very useful, right? Like you go live and immediately it's like at everyone like, hey, this dude's live. So that's what really helped. And also, it seems weird, I did it once, but finding those Facebook group chats are also very helpful. Like there are people in there who consistently, push their shit out, and it's like, hey, come follow the stream. This is what we're doing. Blah blah blah. I did that one time, and I gained a lot of followers from there as well. Not just like a follow to follow type shit. It was like follow, continue to follow, talk, stuff like that, and I think that collaboration part, especially if you're a smaller streamer, is very important.
Yeah.
For
Not
sure.
even just I hadn't heard about like the Facebook groups and stuff. I'm not really that active on that anymore, but as far as like X is probably my main like social media platform now, and they within the last like year and a half, whatever, they added that like communities um like feature into it, and you can find them all the time just by looking through just like other small streamer communities or like um I mean even like game specific ones like Rocket League streamers or like Rocket League players and stuff like that.
Yep.
It's just people that share a mutual interest, so like you're one step closer to having them step into your stream and want to watch you, because it's not just like cold calling certain viewers. It's actually hitting shit that resonates with people that are going to listen to it and are going to want to be interested in it.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's another important part, is like finding those people who will follow and stay in the stream, because there are people who will just follow and never say anything again.
Yeah.
And to even like just attract that, you have to push it out. And I didn't really know. I knew about the X community stuff, but I don't really like posting there. I have my SBC underscore Sly Twitter page, but it's mostly for like RLCS and pushing stuff out from the org. But I'll definitely have to look into that. It's
Yeah,
pretty
Yep.
interesting.
that's
It's a
either
good one.
the communities are either a really good place or a really terrifying place on
Yeah.
X.
And you can figure it out with like 3 scrolls on the page. To be honest, you can tell if it's going to be a genuine one or if you're like, all right, this isn't even worth my time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting.
All right, moving on here. Like so, TwitchCon. What do we talk about? Like DreamHack, other like streaming conferences, streaming festivals. Do you have any plans of attending any of those in the future? Or I know the last 2 weeks we've talked to Chenzo and Youngold about it. They had brought up like RLCS majors and other esports major events that a lot of gamers and other streamers go to and try to connect that.
I think in terms of TwitchCon, if I were to go, it would mostly be for SPC and not just personal. Because I did walk into this knowing that, like, you know, I'm not gonna have as many followers or viewers that Chenzo's gonna have, right? And I want to do, as a co-owner now, I want to do what's best for the company. So if we did end up, talking about TwitchCon or anything like that, I think it would mostly be for SPC specifically, and not just like, hey, I'm SPC Sly, like follow my shit. It would be like, hey, we are SBC. Here's our Twitch. Follow our shit. You know what I mean? And there was talks of us going to Boston. Um, the only thing was like we wanted to go on different terms, if that makes sense. Like we wanted to go if we were being invited and qualified for Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that point, like, so Chenzo, I think it was Chenzo, Letson, and Pompous already went to the major that was in Raleigh, um, a couple years back. And when we had talked about the Boston major, I was like, yeah, I'm down to go. Like, I was literally looking at flights and was like, I'm down to go to this. It's only $100 for a ticket, excuse me, on Ticketmaster to go to Boston to the major, and then for me, it's like $250 to leave from South Florida to Boston. And we were locking that in. We're like, yep, good to go. And then a lot of people, started dropping out. I was like, hey, I can't make that, or I'm not able to do that. And so at that point, it was like, okay, this is going to be a business thing. Like we have to talk about it business wise if we, as SBC want to go. And once we kind of figured out like not a lot of people were going, we decided not to go, because we wanted to go on different terms, right? Like we wanted SBC to qualify and us get invited to Boston on different terms, where as a business we don't have to, ball out trying to get everyone there. Whereas, sometimes, Psionics and whoever sponsors the event and stuff like that, they'll provide, some funding for the team to go to these events. But I think in the future, we'll definitely go to more majors and shit, maybe even worlds. I got my passport, so you know, I just,
I think that was kind of the collective so far in the last few episodes has been like if it were to be anything, it'd definitely be like something RLCS related, which
Yeah.
is like what SBC is right now. Is like SBC is Rocket League right now. It's super
Yeah.
cool, and I don't like that'd be something cool to go to. I'd
Yeah,
enjoy my
definitely.
time there probably more than I would like a TwitchCon or DreamHack or something. I mean, it'd be cool to see other big creators and
100%.
shit like that, but like actually getting to watch like the finals on the big stage and stuff, that'd be sweet.
Dude, the esports
Exactly.
events are fucking electric. I mean, you can just like watch it through Twitch and you can like just feel the energy in the arena. Imagine being in there and like, yeah, dude. People say it's like, oh yeah, I wouldn't want to go to that or something. Like, people compare it when you think about that to like an actual like live sports event, and people would prefer to go to live sports, so they'll completely write off esports.
Yeah.
But like, it's a market that like people got to tap into and just like actually just go into it with an open mind, because you could go one event for one weekend and it can completely 180 your thoughts on like just watching it in general or even attending these events and seeing the love and support really that the true fans of the sport and of the teams have and bring with them to the arena.
Exactly. And another thing for us too was like, um, speaking about Boston and RLCS, like, I don't know if you guys saw the Discord, but we were able to meet like two of our pro players. So like for us, it was meaningful to be there for them. Just speaking on esports and stuff like that, it was meaningful for us to be there for them because one, they were like a short drive, and for me, I didn't really care. They're like, bro, you've been driving for an hour and a half. I was like, bro, I'm sitting in Chili's with you guys eating, and you are our fucking pro players. Like that to me is cooler than sitting at my desk and talking to you guys through Discord, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
and then, bro, you hit it right on the dot, Fry. Like a lot of people don't know about esports, and a cool thing that not a lot of people know was back in like 2014, 2015, I was on a team called VXS, and I played the shit out of COD, and we got invited and qualified to go to France, but I was too young for that shit. My parents didn't believe in it. They were like, "This is not a thing. Like, this is fake. Whatever." Um, and bro, it's a like esports is something that a lot of people have to tap into because you never know what you're gonna get, right? Like, I used to not watch a lot of baseball until I got into baseball. Like, you gotta tap into it. You gotta watch it, and to get that thrill and be able to even like branch out from there at an event is crazy. Like imagine us, like Fry and Dino. We all go to RLCS, right? Wearing a fucking SBC jersey. They're gonna be like, oh shit, yo, that's SBC. Let's go talk to them, and that's where we branch off to, right?
Yeah, and it just
Like,
creates those
Exactly.
connections and shit. And I mean, we're SBC as a whole is kind of getting there. I mean, fucking played gas what 3 quals in a row.
yeah,
So the fuck them, fuck them.
dude. Oh my god, bro.
But no, like they know that's former world champs right there. They know who SBC is. They said it right before the game start, right before the series started. They said this is going to be our hardest matchup of the day. Like these guys are tough. So even that
Yeah.
alone is like a huge like stepping stone to branch off of. Is like something they know is like up and coming, and they know like it ain't gonna be like a walk in the park like all these other games.
Exactly, and even like the well, a couple years ago when Squishy raided out to Chenzo, like that brought a lot of view and a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
to know like who SPC is and what we're doing as an org. Because even before like RLCS, I think the first one was like top 73 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we definitely like hammered down on we need to create a team for SPC that people are gonna love and they're gonna compete for us and even now, like you were saying, those pro players like excuse me, like Garrett, AJ, and Squishy, when they said like this is going to be our hardest matchup yet, and then you see on the bracket Space Mountain Cowboys, that's crazy, and to have almost 2,000 people or more watch their streams to see SPC playing them
Mm-hmm.
is nuts, right? Like that gets us the visibility that we want. Um, and just to show people that what we're producing and what we're doing behind the scenes. Not a lot of people know what we do behind the scenes,
Yeah.
and the fact that once Plex, like even people, players like Plexi, like joined the Discord, they were like, "Holy shit!
Yeah.
Like this is Peace Control Plexi. He's playing for SBC." Like, yeah,
Bro.
dude, he's playing for fucking SBC, bro.
Yo, shout out fucking Plexi though, because
My God, he's a dog.
he was by far the MVP in my eyes of that all like both days.
Yeah,
He was everywhere, bro, and it was so cool to watch. And I can't like I said when after they played after that series with Gas, I was like I cannot wait to see like more of now Lunar and Plexi. But yeah,
yeah,
I'm excited for them.
yeah. And
Uh,
honestly, bro, like shout out Scythe too, bro. Like
yeah, the
he
Ash
did his
Reaper.
thing. He was yeah, the ass reaper himself, bro. He
Ass
he did his
Reaper.
thing and he's an awesome guy. I mean, they're all very, or I think Lunar's turning 8 or 19, and Plexi and Scythe are young, and even meeting Plexi, bro, he's the funniest motherfucker.
Yeah,
Like he had me laughing in the Chili's, and to see these guys and for it to be streamed and people see what they can produce for SBC is awesome, man. And
yeah,
shout out to that team. They did great, and
yeah,
they did all they could do. They're going
yeah,
up against a world champ.
yeah.
Like
And it's
it's
just
a lot to take in.
those guys have so much experience together, bro. Like it's just it. I mean, and those guys, our SBC boys, man, they did do their thing, man. It was still super entertaining to watch, bro. Like it was. I'm not even playing, and I was having just about as much fun watching them as I was playing. But
Bro.
no, shout out those guys, bro. That was a lot of fun for them to, a lot of fun for us to watch.
Yeah.
But moving on to our last couple of questions here, do you have any regrets in your journey to like where you've become like right now?
Mm, that's a good one.
It's a mix up. It's a curveball.
Yeah, that is a fucking curveball, dude.
We've been so happy-go-lucky for the last 7 questions, and we get fucking deep.
Then we get personal. This is one of those questions
Yeah.
where like people get to know you differently. Like most people probably wouldn't know. Like when we had Chenzo on, you saw what Chenzo had to say. Young old doesn't have any regrets about anything. I don't blame him because his shit is just like
Yeah,
fucking.
he stood 10 toes down on it. He was like,
Yeah,
nope,
nope.
fucking nothing.
But no, he did.
It's completely viable.
Yeah, he did have a good point as to like why. But
Damn, that's a good one. I would say not branching out enough, and taking that break um, is kind of what I regret because to be to damn, that's hard, man. To be like a person on a screen is and to be entertaining for people is hard, right? Like you want to produce, raw material and be yourself. And I think taking that break and not also, not branching out to other streamers and other people, it was kind of like the downfall. I mean, even now, like on my Twitch, I probably have around like 200 something followers or something like that, like 210 followers. And it's not the followers that bother me. It's mostly like me taking that break and not allowing myself to, giving myself grace of like this is a grind. You have to grind it out. Like you can't sit stagnant. If you sit stagnant, this is what happens, right? Like it's like a car, right? If you leave an old car stagnant for a while and you don't turn it on and you don't, do maintenance and stuff like that, it's gonna rust. And
yep.
for me, I think that's probably like my biggest regret is like taking that break and also not streaming as much too. Like I don't really stream as much, not too much anymore with the co-owner stuff. And I want to. I try and do it like here and there, and I should probably grind it. And damn, now you got me thinking, bro. Like if like that's a good question. Like I should probably keep going, right? Like I should probably get my follows up. I should, collab out, play different games. Like I'm a Rocket League dude. Like I play Rocket League almost all the time, but I branched out into Apex and Valorant and stuff like that. And yeah, I think those regrets were like just taking the break and not collabing out more.
Hell yeah.
How about this, like knowing, like where you're at with SBC now, like the co-ownership and the director position, and how much of a say you have behind the scenes for them. If you went back, would you do it differently and still grind through that break, or would you still do what you did, knowing that you'd still be at the position where you're at right now?
God damn. Um, I think I think me taking that break, in essence, put me in the position that I'm in now. Um, I think it's still kind of it could have went either way. But I think knowing what I know now, I probably still would have taken that break because it most likely wouldn't have allowed me to become, a co-owner and the director of integrity and compliance. Like, let's say I had didn't take that break and I kept grinding, like I probably would have, tanked, right? but sometimes you need like that mental reset. And bro, I was tweaking, bro. I was like, I'm not getting to affiliate. Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what to do. And I still have those DMs, right? Like, I even screenshotted it for myself, so that way I know, like, knowing and doing what I do now, like, I can look back at that and say I'm glad I spoke out about it and said something, bro. Because like, if I would have just kept going, I would have tanked. I wouldn't be where I am now. And so I think knowing that now, probably would have still taken that break, knowing that I was going to go into a co-owner position and be the director of integrity and compliance.
Oh yeah.
Good, man. Yeah, that burnout, man, it comes out of nowhere and it comes quick. Truly.
Yeah,
Like that is one of the scariest parts about doing this is not knowing cuz like you'll feel like you see the signs and you feel like my mental's not where it's at, but like myself included, I feel like I've been close at times where I've taken, I like to try to stream every day, but there's some days where I'm just like, I know I can't do this because I'm getting to a certain point. But even not on like our scale, bro. You've seen it with bigger streamers and everything too, that they're just like on all the time, every single day. They're doing this, and then they just drop off because it's just the burnout. And it's like so many eyes on your face and what you're doing for so long. And yeah, it can hit you out of nowhere. So, yeah, no, I think it's a good thing you did took your break and took a mental reset, bro, and mostly just clear your head so that second wave back, dude. There's a different motivation that you probably wouldn't have been able to recognize or see to push yourself towards the first time around.
yeah, and I think honestly a prime example of that is like who was one of the biggest YouTubers during our childhood, PewDiePie.
PewDiePie. Yep.
PewDiePie, bro, and he went on and on and on. He's still one of the biggest YouTubers out there, and he created content for so long and got burnt out of it and was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, now I have a family, I want to travel, shit like that. He still posts YouTube videos, but now it's like about family and traveling. And even I look back at that now and I'm like, man, if he could take a break and clap back still, like, anyone could do it, right? I could take a
Yeah.
break right now. I could take a mental reset for 2 months and clap back into some new shit. And I'd probably go from 210 followers to 1,000, right? Like, sometimes people just need that. They need that mental reset and to also like think about what they want to do, because being on a screen 24/7 is hard, because you also got to think about not only playing the game but being entertaining and being good at what you do. And another good example of that is Youngworld, bro. He is so entertaining, and same thing with you two. You guys fucking crack me up. Like, you guys are entertaining, and that's what people need, right? Like, if you're going through that, bro, just take that break and clap back.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
for sure. Um, all right, I got our last plan question for you here, Sly. If there's anything you can share with us, SBC wise or even personally with your own content and streaming, do you have any plans you can share for 2026?
Oh man, shit. Biggest plans. Um, I'll go business wise for SBC. How about that?
Word.
All right. So use code SBC at w.gg. And also this is kind of behind the books, but we're getting sponsored. I'm not gonna say their name. Yes, sir, W. Yo, this shit's actually good though. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
bro, there's some content creators out there that might put shit out there like, oh, like, use this, and they probably don't even use it. This shit is like actually good. Like, I have the blue raspberry or the blue
That's what
raz.
I was drinking, bro. That might be, yeah, that shit's it's so good. And bro, like a lot of them, they'll go out there and they'll advertise, the gamer supplements and shit like that. Like, but it's really just like nothing. You're just drinking it for flavor. Like, the shit
Yeah,
actually gives you energy, like keeps you going and everything, bro. And it's all I mean, all the big words that I don't know off the top of my head. The fucking uh, whatever it is, the
BCAAs
vitamins
and
here
amino
and yeah,
acids.
all of this shit, bro. That I don't know what it is, but yeah, no, it actually does its job. It's good stuff. It's not just a phony company like a couple other these gamer supplement ones are.
Yeah, but in terms of SBC wise and business wise, little sneak peek. I'm not gonna name names because it's not official yet. But we are actually getting SBC is getting sponsored by a company. So that is soon to come. Yeah, it's something that
Woo!
I'm very proud of. We all work collectively together, and I kind of roped him. I kind of roped him in of like, you know, we're not just Rocket League players. We're a whole community of people who love to game. And the interesting thing about this company is that they have actually never sponsored a full team, a full company. They've only done players. And so for them to see us as SBC and for them to sponsor us is very unique and interesting for them. So
Hell yeah. Hell yeah,
Exciting,
man.
man.
Yeah,
To the moon.
to the moon, baby. Yes,
But
sir.
I think that is all we have for question wise, brother. Plug your shit, man. Tell them who you are, where to find you.
Yes, sir. Twitch.tv/SBC_Sly, baby.
Hell yeah, baby. Follow that TikTok too. You heard him.
Yes, sir.
But that's all we got. Shout out Sly. Shout out SBC. Sly, we appreciate you coming on the podcast, man. Taking time out of your day to do so. But when we get out of here with Sly, we will transition over to streaming and gamer news. So we will catch y'all here in a very short minute.
Appreciate you, Sly.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yes, sir. Welcome back, freaks. We got another week of gaming and streaming news brought to you by your favorite two co-hosts of the Freaky Friday podcast, Fryddy and Dino. Dino, I'll let you have the reins on this first one, brother. What we got on tap for this week?
We got Grand Theft Auto 6 has no generative AI in it. Says Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zynick. Gen AI has zero part in what Rockstar Games is building. Their words, their worlds are handcrafted. Which, if you don't know what Gen AI is, it kind of fills in a specific resolution and upscales it to better resolution using AI, and kind of just fills in that little void of the resolution in the game. So depending on how GTA 6 looks, this is going to be a huge deal and part of why it probably took so long to put together, because not using that, which a lot of games do, and handcrafting the whole entire world, yeah, that's impressive, super impressive. It probably took lots and lots of money to develop.
Hey, don't let him off the hook here, though, bro. It's still been too long. All I'm gonna say is, this is the first bit of like GTA 6 news that we've got all year, with it supposed to be releasing in like 9 months, and didn't want this to be the fucking thing.
I mean, we got a trailer
Also
last
in the
year.
replies, well, yeah, but then it got delayed again, so I'm not giving them credit for that. At this point,
Maybe
bro,
we'll drop us.
I'm at a stage with Rockstar that like I'll believe it when I see it. I wouldn't even be surprised, as many people wouldn't, if it gets delayed again. Also,
We have
in
it.
that same thread, though, it does say he did not pour cold water completely on the future of AI tools being used in game development. I'm not sure if this is just for the GTA franchise or just Rockstar in general, but
Well, there was that one game that it was like a, what kind of, I don't remember. We were gonna play it one time. It was like more of a detective based game where it used like AI to generate scenes and shit for like
fuck, was
crime
that
scene and
one that
shit.
like you could have? Was it the one where you could have like a ton of people in it, like the French
No, it would
treason? Or are you talking about the
no.
crime scene like detectives one
It's
that we
something. It
had
was
wish
something
list?
like that. It was something like we had wish listed for a long time, and then we just never played it.
I didn't
But
know that was
I'm pretty sure
actually,
that's what
though.
they said when that thing was coming out. And I think that's why I amounted to it being so terrible, because it was just fucked up.
Oh, good to know.
But yeah, but no AI in GTA, so
Release the fucking game. That's all I'm gonna say to it.
release the fucking contract.
On to our next bit here. Hooray, hooray. The Burnt Peanut was the most watched Twitch streamer in January, beating out Asmongold, Hassan, and XQC via stream charts. It ended up reporting that he saw a 29% rise from December of 2025, which is kind of crazy because, I mean, at this point, dude, you could tell me that like he fucking started blowing up in September, November, December. I wouldn't be able to tell you which one. But I mean, this guy Peanut, just with his vibe and the way that Arc Raiders has been working for him and the community there, you start to see like these streamers, like they start to blow up, they blow up, they blow up, and then they eventually plateau and come back down a little bit. This guy, dude, just continues to defy the norm and throw up
It's like how
insane
Jinxie
numbers.
is.
Yeah, no, truthfully. And like I mean I'd say even at a certain point, Sketch to an extent last year up until he eventually did plateau back down.
Well, that wasn't his
But
really.
yeah, like there's just yeah, but I mean even now, like you're not seeing numbers
as many
that you saw
sketch
from
clips.
Sketch, but it is an outside factor there. But yeah, I mean it's just is it even like is it too crazy just to say like like Jinxie and Peanut like in that group of generational
Queso.
streamers, queso generational streamers that are just going to continue to grow and found their audience and continue to have them grow?
Yeah, I think those guys are like kind of keeping the gaming side of streaming alive because now everything's IRL. And
Truthfully,
but
yeah.
I think those are like I think having those guys mainly play games is huge for like our community.
Yep.
And like the
sure.
gaming community. So I think that's huge.
And I don't think, I mean, Jinxie's, tapped into it a little bit with like the IRL side, but like you'll see some gaming streamers that try out the IRL side and then they're like, oh no, I'm not going to abandon what got me here with the gaming. And then they just continue to shift more and more and more into the IRL side. Those guys, like even Queso did kind of like an IRL one 2 weeks ago or whatever when he had that CC's Pizza sponsorship with his mom where they ended up cooking. But like those type of streamers that are going to continue to be big and build the gaming community always end up finding their way back and don't take like long extended breaks from what got them there. They'll do an IRL pop up here and there just for shits and giggles, but come back to what they truthfully enjoy.
For sure. Another piece of news coming from Dick Serto. Epic Games has admitted that its PC launcher sucks, in quotations, and promised major speed upgrades. The launcher sucks. It's really slow. Let's call it what it is. It should start to feel good, be faster, and that will be a win for us. Which, if any of you guys have played Fortnite or Rocket League, which games that you have to use the Epic launcher, yes, it does suck, and you can feel it. It sucks. Compared to
It's garbage. At least like Fortnite, I know like through Xbox, like the Game Pass is available on there, but like Rocket League specifically, I know that's on the Xbox store too, bro, but it just doesn't feel the same. It just sucks. It's like the Epic Games launcher is bad, dude. And I hate having to pull that up. I would so much rather, if I had my choice, bro, just everything be fucking located on Steam. It is quite possibly, I have it contend with Battle.net, but I don't even have that many problems with Battle.net, truthfully. It's just the Epic Games launcher. I hate it. Everybody hates it. But it feels like finally enough people complained about it that they're going to actually try to do something about it. Or they'll say they will, and then we'll just continue to boot it up and continue to play their games on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Next one here, this one coming from Yaksik. Stable Ronaldo reveals he declined Mr. Beast's invite to attend his 50 Streamers Challenge for a chance to win $1 million due to not wanting to miss 4 days of streams.
Stable Ronaldo wins the Mr. Beast video.
I declined his invite.
I have to get...
I don't know. I just don't want to do it. Why? Because I don't want to do it? I mean, bro... I appreciate the invite. Like, it's the end of the month, and I would be gone for like 4 days of streaming, 3 days of streaming, where I'm not gonna be able to do anything. And then, like, I don't know. Like, let's be realistic here. Do you guys really think I'm gonna win? There's probably people there that want to win way more than me, right? And yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like could have networked. I think you guys think too literally, bro. Like I just have fun streaming. Like that shit's cool.
Crazy that would only take 4 days too of like filming and stuff. I didn't even think of that beforehand. But I understand and respect Ron's grind. You know, a lot of his, I guess, credibility in being as big of a streamer as he is in this industry is because of the fact that he's so consistent and he's very transparent with his community when he's not. But I guess it's a little different for us looking at it because, I mean, Ron's made millions, bro. He makes millions every 2 months from his Twitch revenue. But for like you and me, bro, I don't know about you. I'm pretty sure I could speak on your behalf. If I had to miss 4 days of streams for a chance at winning $1 million, and even not even like just the chance to win it, but being in a room with 49 other like successful streamers, dude, I'd miss fucking 4 weeks.
I missed months. I don't give a damn.
Yeah,
I ain't making $1
just
million
what
this
you
year.
do.
I miss all. I take a whole year off.
I might take honestly. I could take like 3 to 5. I won't make $1 million in 3 to 5 years doing what I'm doing right now. So I can miss 3 to 5 years of streaming for a chance at $1 million. Yeah. I think it's fair. Easy.
Yeah, it really wouldn't take much to convince me.
Yeah. For us to, wouldn't take much.
Yeah. No. Unless you guys listen to the Freaky Friday podcast, boost our numbers up and let us know what you think about it. And then when we start making millions of dollars here.
Then we quit our fucking jobs and then we do a live episode every morning. Could you imagine
and we sell out and to the market, and then we put a coin and then we
forget all our day ones, bro. Y'all ain't shit. We're out of here.
Yep. And we're putting out a meme coin and rug pulling you. So
yep, 100%. Giving you a warning now. The free coin. Don't buy it.
To actually do buy it. It's coming out next week. No, I'm playing. Joking.
Yep. I'm not. Anyways.
Yap Yap has officially launched on stream. It's a chaotic 1 to 6 player co-op horror game. We talked about it last week. It's finally out. We haven't played it yet, but it'll be soon. And I'm very excited to play it because that shit looks like Wizard 101.
Yes, dude. Holy shit. What a fucking throwback. You know,
Wizard 101. Yeah, no, it does look fucking hilarious. So I was wrong about you like casting spells. You don't just like fucking say shit and shit happens. The pronunciation and the volume affect the power of the spell that you cast through your mic.
No, so you're right. You said you cast them through your mic.
Yeah, but I think I said like something along the lines of like you just yell in your mic and it casts a spell, but like you actually have to say shit.
Oh, so you were saying that just being like if you could have just been like hot dog doo-doo water and then a spell would have happened on me.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Well, who knows? That might be a spell in the game. We haven't played it yet.
Be.
But if you have, let us know in the comments your thoughts on Yep and when you'd like to see us play that. Next one here. This one coming from Jake Sucky over on Twitter. Twitch streamer Blurbs TV turned Red Dead Redemption 2 into a Pokemon mod. Not a lot to say about this outside of the fact that this looks fun as hell. Red Dead Redemption 2, one of my favorite games of all time. Pokemon, also up there. Very fun. Combine the two. How could it go wrong? Take a look at the clip yourself here that Dino's going to throw into this video. This shit looks insane.
If I try and capture it with someone on top, I'm pretty sure they get deleted. I'm going to be so real. Oh! Yeah! Ezro. Horse backwards. Oh, look at him. Look how excited he is with his broken ankles. You ready?
The water there?
No, right there's fine. Because it's time to battle. Here we go.
I can't wait.
He's got his fishing rod still. Let's go. It's Rufus. I am so over Jack's bullshit. He's got to go, man. Lower defense before I get... Yeah. My Gilk. Bluegill. Oh, he's bringing his defense up. Defense down. Jack. And he's missing. Done. Second gym leader down.
Facts. Frog Squad playtest. Frog Squad is a
What is
game.
it? Like, yeah, what actually is it? Is the real question here.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on there. Apparently, neither does the dev that made it. So I'll put a clip up here of the dev talking about the game. You guys can see if it's something that you want to play. If not, then don't. But here's a clip of it.
Have you seen this weird frog game? You're literally a frog and you can press a button to vomit. You can also lick your friends. And you can even do both of those things at the same time. I've got no idea why anyone would make this game. Anyway, I'm one of the developers. Please wishlist our game on Steam.
Yeah, I wish we could actually give you thoughts like on the playtest on the game, but we've looked through multiple videos and I literally have no idea what's going on here. You're a frog. I know that. You can play with up to 4 friends. You can lick your teammates. You can vomit on your teammates. You can do both at the same time. And that's about all the information I have. So yeah, I'm down to give it a try though, especially if it's a playtest. We got to apply for this or something, bro. This could be
Good old
this could be
fashioned try.
interesting.
Good old fashioned
Freaky
try.
Friday try.
Mm-hmm.
Last bit of just game news here before we get into three last little bits of streamer news. Another little like indie game. I don't think this is a friend slap one, but definitely some fun little indie game. Rollin' Ravioli is set to release, I think, sometime soon. I don't know if they have a confirmed date on it. I'm sure it's probably up somewhere on Steam. This is from Dexerto. Rollin' Ravioli is a physics-based rage game where you are a can of ravioli adventuring through the world. My only thoughts on this, like I put on Twitter when I quoted it, kind of crazy. We got a Chef Boyardee commercial simulator game before GTA 6.
Type shit. And that
Type shit. I'm not going to lie, though. That looks fun. I will, depending on how much it costs, I will give this game a shot.
Good old fashioned Freaky Friday try, if I do say so myself.
It's one of those, like, have you seen, I'm trying to think of the one.
The I know exactly
like,
the commercial you're talking about.
Well, no, not just the commercial, but like Cinna, I think, like last month had like a series of like 7 streams straight where she was doing like the egg game. I know Queso's done it before too, where like you're an egg and you have to like jump up on certain platforms and try not to crack the egg. It looks basically the same thing as this, except I don't think your ravioli can break.
No, it
but
can.
this looks very chaotic. Oh, it can.
It can.
Okay.
Yeah. Get it?
Nice. Looks very.
One, I'm a fucking
Jesus
jokester.
Christ.
That was good.
Oh man, no, that was good. That was good. No, these physics-based ones. Oh, wishlist on Steam. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that right after we end recording this. This looks funny. This looks very funny. And bro, shout out Chef Boyardee. I fuck with Chef Boyardee. All the way back in the day, bro. Those shits got you through some struggle meals.
Oh, for sure. Shout out Chef Boyardee.
I could go for something right now, bro. I'm a hungry little fucker.
Anyway.
Yep.
What else do we got here? We want to talk about the XQC thing?
Or the yeah, you can start with that one.
XQC responds to Jinxie saying Rocket League is the game with the highest skill gap. XQC says Overwatch is the hardest game, or is the game with the highest skill gap. You need to adjust in real time while strategizing and communicating. By far the most complex aiming style, and it's by far the hardest. Thoughts?
I love how they actually spelled out strategizing based off of how XQC actually says it. But he's dead wrong. We've said this dating all the way back to season 1 when we've talked about Rocket League, bro. Mechanically, this is if not the hardest game on the market. You see the difference between dude, even a diamond player that can hold his own in an SSL playing in an RLCS, it's ridiculous. Overwatch isn't, and I did put a good amount of hours into Overwatch itself, bro. It's not hard in terms of like aiming and the, you know, he says adjusting in real time. Um, it- Marvel Rivals did a really good job at mimicking the whole team-based like strategy objective game. And if it's, in my personal opinion, if it's that easy to manufacture a game of the same like style with Marvel Rivals as it was when they were copying Overwatch in that same regard, I don't think you can have it in the conversation of being a game that has a higher skill gap than Rocket League. By far, the hardest thing in Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, any of these team-based shooters, it is really just the communication and strategizing with the team in terms of like the better team comp. But that you cannot add that into an equation about skill gap. That is more just miscommunication and bad team play. That is not you being a better or worse player. And I mean, you and me can even speak on it. You can be the best Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, team hero shooter player, but you can't potentially just carry your whole team to a win just because you're that much better than the whole lobby. In Rocket League, I mean, even the best of the best, you're playing against SSLs. I'd go so far as to say if you are undeniably the best player in the lobby, you could do more to impact the game individually than you could in one of these games, Overwatch specifically.
Yeah, I saw a tweet earlier that's kind of quoting this and said, "A retired pro beat." You can put, you can get on Overwatch and meet and reach top 50%. If you are familiar with those games, and what I think he said, like platinum or diamond or something in Overwatch. But you put a retired pro against seven people who are just starting the game. And
Like we
Rocket
talked
League.
about last week.
And they don't even they lose a series.
Yeah.
And there's so much
trying
that goes
their
into
ass
that.
off, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Like try harding more than I've ever seen any of those 7 streamers individually in any game. And they were 7 of them. No, dude, this shouldn't even be a conversation. I know I know that XQC actually means it, but I would like to believe and give him the benefit of the doubt that he's clip farming here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the Rocket League is a game where you hop on it and you're instantly like, damn, this is nothing like I've ever played before. This is actually genuinely hard. Like I remember my first time playing Rocket League, that shit was not. I have fucking old clips of me playing Rocket League.
And that's just starter fucking ranks too. That's not even considering the best of the best.
Fucking bronze,
getting up
silver,
to
and gold.
Dude, I would put. I mean, realistically here, I don't even think this is that bad of a take. I would take. I don't even think you need to get up to SSL. I take the skill gap of a grand champ in Rocket League over the skill gap of the top 1% players in Overwatch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of that comes down to just like mechanically. I think that is, been playing this game for 10 years and can't fucking do it. Like, it's tough, dude.
You put somebody who's brand new in a Rocket League, they will not be able to hang, even in a fucking champ lobby, a high champ lobby, they won't be able to hang as if you put somebody playing Overwatch in, like a top 1% lobby. They'll probably be able to hold their own.
Especially too, because I mean, like in what scenario are you talking? Are you talking like a 1v1 in Rocket League or a 2v2 or 3v3? Because honestly, I don't think it matters, because my point here is you get to Overwatch regardless of if you're brand new to the game, if you've been playing it for years, you're still going into a game and you still have 4 other people to fucking rely on, dude. You have 4 other people that can pick up your slack. In Rocket League, you're playing a 1v1 or something, you're just going to get boned. If you're just if you're brand new to it, even if you're in 3s, bro, if you're that much of a liability to a team in 3s, you could still get boned. You have 4 other people that could pick it up depending on their role in Overwatch. This really I feel like we've given more time to this than it deserves because he's so wrong here.
Yeah. Like I was saying, you put someone brand new in a Rocket League into a high champ threes game compared to putting somebody brand new into an top 10% Overwatch game. Somebody in Overwatch is going to be able to hold their own better than what somebody brand new to Rocket League could.
Yep, I agree. Speaking of which, talking about the skill gap, back onto the Rocket League conversation. Jinxie, we were talking about, I think last week when he beat, who was it? It wasn't Musty. Zen?
Zen, yeah.
Zen on the 99, or not even 99. It was a 999 to 0 challenge for them.
Yeah.
He ended up doing one of these challenges with Blackboy Max last week with a 99 to 0 point lead in Rocket League, and ended up losing that wager game, only 11 goals in. Not really helping our point about Rocket League here. However, I find it very funny, and I love what he's done for the community. And you know, we were just talking last week about how Rocket League hit the 1 million concurrent players mark for the first time since it went free. Actually, I think before that, I think I saw that this week. We thought it was until they went free. I think this has been its all-time high when we were talking about it. But I just found it really funny how, you know, he's played a couple weeks on the game, and he has gotten better. Don't get me wrong. No shit on Jinxie. It's a hard game, and he has definitely progressed. But you know, 2.5, 3 weeks into your Rocket League career here as a streamer, and calling out somebody else to say that, hey, I'm good enough to beat you in a 99 to 0 challenge, knowing what happened between him and Zen, I found a little absurd.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, Rocket League, you don't win a game off, you don't win like a legitimate Rocket League game off of one goal. Realistically, Musty and Zen wash Jinxie if they don't even go for the kickoffs. And I think they just wanted to make it entertaining, but it's you don't. Shout out Jinxie and PBM though.
Yep. Hey, continuing to put it on for the Rocket League community, bro. Continuing to bring some more eyes out there.
Yep. Things get heated at Jason the Ween's NMS boxing press conference while doing face-offs with the fighters. I'll put a clip up here, but essentially it's just a lot of shit talk, a lot of touching each other, and you know
this clip specifically, I think, was Pilot and Raw Dog Moon. And I've seen some clips of Raw Dog Moon ended up winning that. I think Pilot won the first one pretty handedly. Raw Dog Moon won the second one pretty handedly. And it was going back and forth in the third, but Moon had some fucking knockout shots almost at the end. Had Pilot wobbling by the end of the fight. Definitely won the third. The whole card, though, bro, had some clip-worthy, you know, moments. Main event was Guapo and Myth that ended up going to third round decision. Myth ended up winning that one. Who else? I remember KDB and Primate Page ended up fighting on it as well. I didn't see too much about that. I think Katie and that just based off of what I saw from their like training videos. Katie's actually got a good one too on her, bro. She was kind of smooth with it. The funniest one though that I saw a bunch of clips up last week, bro, was Snowcone and Diana Lynn.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Diana also great one too, just like Katie here, bro. It was from some of the clips of like their. I think both of them got on a Discord call with Adapt and Rage, and we're like doing a little like press conference shit talking and stuff like that, and showing off a little bit of their training. I'll give props to Snowcone though, because from what I saw of that clip, and then what I saw on Friday from the clips of their fight, I thought Snowcone was legitimately going to lay dead on that floor, and didn't. Actually put up a good fight, but yeah, dude, Diana's also like might not have that much boxing experience, but definitely more of an athlete in this matchup here. But yeah, no, it was if you haven't went and looked up some of the clips of the fights, it's a fun watch. I also don't know like how Jason did this. I know this is like the third one, but I was hearing that like he did it in California, and it was supposed to be claimed for it to be an actual like sanctioned boxing event or something.
Yeah.
But like under the California Boxing Athletic Commission or whatever it is, like this whole boxing event was not allowed. So I don't know who pulled some strings on the back end or who paid him off or something like that. But I guess we'll have more questions and conversations about it if we ever see NMS Boxing 4 event happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, I'll have to go back and rewatch some of that shit because I don't even remember what happened. But
Hey, who if Jason ever hits you up in the DMs, right? Out of nowhere, Jason Oween hits you up in the DMs. You're like, holy shit, it's Jason, bro. What the fuck does he want? And he says, Dino, I need you on NMS Boxing 4. Outside of me, because I know you want to fucking fight me, and we're not going to do that. But
Damn it.
outside of me, who in the streaming community are you calling out? It could be who you think would be the most entertaining fight, who you dislike the most, who you just truly want to beat the shit out of, or who you think you'll have the easiest fight on. If you had to pick one streamer in the stream community, no matter how big, how small, who are you pick? Well, like no matter how big, how small, like their audience, but they probably need to be. I think they all kept them within the same like weight classes. Who would you pick?
Hmm. Um, Dude, I don't know. That's a good one.
That's a good one, yeah. We got some good questions on this episode, man. Making people think.
Who do you think I should fight?
Well, see, I don't know because I don't know like who you dislike really.
You know what?
I think
Fucking-
like just for pure like just like fun. Although I think you'd tower over him. I'm pretty sure he would be more in my weight class than he would be for you. So I think he's tinier. Like Hamlin's would be fun, bro.
Yeah,
But
he is really
think
small though.
Yeah, I think you're way bigger than him. I don't think they'd allow that.
You know what? At this point, just give me 5
What about
haters
something
in
like-
chat. Give me 5 haters
What
in,
about
in
Sketch?
chat.
Sketch might be.
I'd kick the shit out of Sketch.
Oh, is that that's an
It's
open
not even-
invitation for NMS Boxing 4? I think he's like close to your size.
Yeah, but I'm just way fast. I just know I'm way faster, and like the only thing I'm not gonna say that out loud. Yeah, I think I kick Sketch's ass. Like I love Sketch, but I think that wouldn't be a fair fight for him or for me.
Sir, I'll tell you right now. I know he's taller than me, but I still beat his fucking ass. I'm killing Jack Doherty on that fucking canvas.
Oh yeah,
I'm killing him. But you tower over him. You can't do that. He's taller than me, but I'd still put his ass down.
No way.
Yeah, it's 5'8".
I'm 5'11".
At least that's what Google says. Yeah, but you got. He's a fucking twig, bro. You guys.
I'll cut weight.
I'll cut weight.
You'll
cut weight to go down.
I'll cut so much weight.
How about this? We both get.
Or that fucking Marlon fucker.
We'll go
not
30
Marlon.
pound. Oh, you want Marlon? Yeah, you want Marlon.
Not handsome Marlon. Not handsome Marlon. He'd kick the shit out of me probably. But that fucker that was just with Andrew Tate and Aiden and them. You know, that Marlon. Is that Myron? It's not Marlon, it's Myron.
Wait, I don't know who you're talking about. I was thinking when you were talking about that, I was thinking Clav because I know he was on that.
I'll beat
stream.
his ass.
You think you beat Clav?
Yeah, he's pussy.
Yo, actually, wait a second. Yo, Jason, hit us up, bro. There's your fucking huge main and co-main event, bro. Let me beat the shit out of Jack. Let Dino beat the fuck out of Clav for the main event. I promise you, we're putting on a good fight.
I think he would be a good definition of like why muscles don't mean anything. I'm just gonna
That'd
send
be
these guys
crazy,
to you.
man. Could you imagine? That's how we blow up. I just beating the shit out of another big streamer.
Oh yeah,
I'll do it.
welcome.
How much training
I'll
do
do
you
it
think you
too.
need?
3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
I think you're almost giving yourself too little
Too much
credit.
time?
I think you could. No, yeah. I think.
I
Well,
think just to be
who,
I
for
think just to be
Clav?
conditioned. No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I
For Myron.
Yeah, I think Myron was like ex fucking
3 months would be like a full
whatchamacallit.
camp.
Yeah. I need
Yeah.
Yeah. For Clav definitely like a month. I just need to get conditioned and fight shape, but
That'd be fucking.
but like
that'd be
I wouldn't have to do anything really like over the top.
You just got to be
So.
patient. That's the thing with like when I saw these clips, like a lot of them, they said they trained for it and everything, bro. But like you can tell, and you and me, I'm pretty sure, watch a lot of combat sports, bro. And
Yeah.
like a lot
I
of these
boxed
people
before.
come in, they're just like, oh, all you gotta do is just like blitz them and just try to throw shit. No, but it's more about the patience of it, and I mean, it would almost for a lot of these guys that fought on Friday, bro. It would almost be so easy as to like you hit them with a few good shots. I'm saying like 3 to 5, as long as you're patient, you could get them out because they're just putting themselves in the wrong positions and not defending themselves right
Look,
and just
you
trying to
know-
blitz you.
You know how I'm beating Clav. Look, he's gonna throw some fucking wild shot. I'm gonna Floyd Mayweather money roll him, come back with the left, jab, uppercut, left hook, knock his bitch ass out. Done. Fight's over. It's like
believe
it'll
it.
be that. It'll be like that, and he's
Clip it,
wobbling.
chat.
And I'm just
There we go. Somebody
just gonna
somebody
lay the-
clip it and send it to Clav. Somebody
I'm
clip it
gonna
and
put the
send it to
paws
Clav.
on him. I'm gonna put the fucking paws on him after that. He's gonna be wobble. He's gonna be like, "Holy shit, this guy's quick." I'm like,
Yeah, I'd tell you how I'd beat Jack, but after, I'd throw one punch, he'd probably just have his security step there and he'd step behind him. So
you wouldn't even get a chance to throw a fight or
yeah, I want to get a chance.
punch.
Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
Anyway, we got way out of
Oh yeah. I mean, hey man, we
just got to chopping it up.
We just got to chopping it up. All right. Well, I mean, that's all I think we have for the gaming and streaming news and for this episode of the Freaky Friday podcast. Bro, we appreciate you guys listening. Shout out Sly, man. Everybody go check him out if you haven't already. A great guy, as you can tell from his interview. Very, very just down to earth and just nice individual. And when you catch him streaming, man, you can tell in his streams by his energy and just by the way he's interacting with his chat and everything. So we
Even
appreciate
outside
you guys
of there
listening.
in the Discord.
Yeah.
Even
yeah.
outside,
And I'll,
even outside of streaming in the Discord, yeah, he's a good guy. Great fella. Shout out Slot.
Yeah. You want to take us out of here, Donna? Can you nail,
All right, man, we'll
you nail an outro?
We'll catch y'all freaks next week, man. I'm PregnantDino alongside my short, beautiful co-host, Fryddy. We'll catch y'all next week. See you this Friday for the YouTube premiere. That's it. I love y'all. Peace out. We'll catch y'all, man.
Peace, freaks.